guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a bit of a chatty video because I feel like all my videos lately have been voiceovers or just music, and I just wanted to do my makeup and talk you through it. I'm going to start with the Becca Backlight priming filter. I have been loving this lately, and I thought it wouldn't really work for me because it's more for like dry skin, but it actually works beautifully. Even though I have combination skin, it doesn't make my skin look any more greasy, if you know what I mean. Next, I'm going to use the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, the liquid in Moonstone. And I've been really liking to use just a very small amount of this, about just a little teeny pump. And just popping that sort of on the tops of my cheekbones and around my temples. This just gives a little bit of an extra glow under my foundation. It's actually really hot today. Like, it's still cold outside, but I'm really hot in front of these lights. So hopefully I don't look too sweaty. So today I'm going to use a mixture of two foundations. I'm going to use a mixture of the Marc Jacobs Remarcable foundation and the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This one is in the shade 220 and the Remarcable is in the shade 27 Bisque Neutral. I just felt like mixing them because I love the finish of this one, but I just wanted to add this one in to give a little bit more coverage. Hopefully this matches me. This is going to be pretty tan for my skin, but I do still have a little bit of tan on, so because it's still winter here, I get really bad like dermatitis kind of around my mouth and chin area, which is why I get so red around there. It looks really horrible, but usually in the summer it goes right away. And I haven't put this Marc Jacobs one on in forever. They're pretty much a very similar color, which is good. All right, to blend that all in, I'm going to use a beauty blender today. So smush that all in. I was never really a fan of using this for foundation, but lately I just have been. Do you guys like my new background, by the way? I wanted to switch it up a little bit, and I recently got this mirror behind me and the makeup holders. I don't even know if you can really tell, to be honest, but I just thought it looked like a nice background. I was kind of getting sick of my old background because it was out near my kitchen and it was just so open, and now I'm in my room, so I feel more free. There was always kind of people around when I was filming, so I was like, yeah, it wasn't the ideal setup. My tan definitely wasn't dark enough to match this foundation, but it's okay. I'm just gonna blend it kind of down a bit to make it all match. I gotta say, this is the first time I'm trying this combination of the Marc Jacobs and the Maybelline, and I'm absolutely loving it. It looks super, super flawless. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows, and I'm going to just use a tiny little bit of the Mercier loose translucent powder and literally just set just above the brows, because I find that when I'm using my brow pencil, it just goes on a little bit nicer if there's some powder here. This is just like me being really high maintenance when I'm doing my makeup, but like, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I'm gonna use my Anastasia, I think that's how you say it, Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is my favorite brow pencil. I really want to try the new Benefit ones too, because I've heard they're great, so maybe next time I'll try one of those out. I just find brows so like boring to do, like they're just not fun. I actually find doing my makeup in front of these studio lights really hard because I normally do my makeup in natural sunlight, like in my bathroom. So I find everything looks different in these lights. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. This one is in the shade medium brown, same as the Brow Wiz, and I'm going to use that to go over them and sort of set them. I think it makes them look a lot more soft. I don't always do this, but if I need to clean up along the top at all, I just use my foundation color. I'm actually going to carve out underneath my brows with some concealer, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin in the shade Light Warm, and I'm just going to use a little synthetic brush. This brush is so old. I think it was one of the first makeup brushes I ever bought, like from Priceline back in the day. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Eden Primer Potion as normal. This one's getting really dry and crusty though, so I really need to get another one. I was thinking about getting the MAC, what do you call it? What do you call You guys know that the Prep and Prime Extend Eye Base, that's the one. If anyone's tried that, please let me know how you like it, because I was thinking of trying something different. So I'm going to take my Laura Mercier powder and just a very small amount and just set that. Next, I'm going into my Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. I know I've been using this in like every video, but honestly, I am obsessed with it. I'm going to take China White and I'm going to kind of pack this on my brow bone to set that concealer, and also this is going to give a further highlighted effect. Alright, next I'm going to do the standard. I'm taking Courtney from the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. This is literally my favorite transition shade, like even more than Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, and that's saying something. I'm taking it on a fluffy brush. This is a Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush. The next color I'm going to be taking is Tuscan Sun. I'll show you guys up close. It's just like a beautiful, like warm, corally shade. And I'm taking that on a little bit more of a smaller brush. This is a Zoeva 227 Luxe Soft Definer. I just love the effect this has in the crease. It really, really warms it up, but it gives that beautiful, like, corally warmth to it. It's like a terracotta coral sort of color, and I'm placing that just slightly underneath the Courtney shade. Next two colors I'm going to actually mix, and I'm going to mix a bit of Americano with Poppy from Makeup Geek. This, I love mixing a really dark brown with a really bright orangey corally color. I just find it has the coolest effect, and it creates a really pretty, like, custom color. And I'm just going to go back in with that first shade, what was it called again? Tuscan Sun, and blend over top of that, because I don't want to lose that beautiful peachiness poking through at the top. I'm going to take a little bit of Americano by itself on a pencil brush, so quite a small brush, and I'm going to put this right into the crease. I'm using a very soft hand, like I'm not pressing very hard when I do this at all. I would love to teach myself to do a cut crease. I think they look so awesome, but I definitely need practice because my creases of my eyes are completely uneven. Alrighty guys, let's move on to the lid color. I should probably like zoom y'all in. So sorry. So you can see where we've got the eyes at so far. Now for the lid, I'm going to use a ColourPop Super Shock shadow. This one is in the color Sequin. Look at that. Look at that. It is so pretty. Look at that. I'm going to go back in with a tiny bit more of that Americano and just sort of redefine that crease. I love the colors of this eyeshadow. Alright, now over the top of that ColourPop shadow, I'm going to actually put another ColourPop eyeshadow. Probably unnecessary, but who am I kidding? It's totally necessary. This one I dropped yesterday. Can you see? It's like if I tip it, it will fall. But this one is Tea Party. Do you see? Do we see? Do we see? Anyway, I'm just going to make the best of a bad situation. So now look at it. I'm just going to pat a little in the center of my eyelid. It's funny with these ColourPop shadows because the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows, which have a very similar, really intense, sparkly effect on the lid, they transfer a lot in my crease, which, you know, is kind of to be expected. I don't really mind because they do have a lot of oil in them given that they're a foiled eyeshadow. But these ones actually don't do that as much. They're really good. Okay, I'm now going to do eyeliner, and I'm going to use Black Rainbow from the Jeffree Star palette. Start off with quite a thin line across my lash line. Now for the moment of truth, we're going to use trusty old tape. Even though this technique is a lot easier than doing a wing freehand, it still does require practice of, you know, tape, where you can actually place the tape and all of that. I always put it on the back of my hand like this first because it takes so much of the stickiness off. It depends how sticky your tape is, but this one is actually like medical tape. So it is quite sticky, and I don't want to have too much friction on that eye area because that won't be fun. All right, so once you've got the tape placed on, I like to kind of press it to make sure it's completely stuck down to my skin. Here we go. That one turned out really good. This one needs a little bit of help. I take a little brush like this and some micellar water, and I just sort of take it and clean it up. Okay guys, so I just curled my lashes and put a little bit of mascara on the top lashes, and now I'm going to apply my lashes because I feel like a look like this just really needs eyelashes. And I'm going to use the Lily lashes in the style Miami. These I think are my favorite fake eyelashes ever. I'll show you what they look like. They're just really beautiful and wispy, and they have a really nice like 3D effect. You can tell that they're sort of stacked. I'm going to use my House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. I go through phases with which lash adhesive I like. Sometimes I like the Duo and sometimes I like this one, but I'm just going to roll with this one today. I tell you what always happens to me with when I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry. It always gets on my lips because I'm blowing. It's like, and then I get a huge thing of glue on my lips. It's so not cute. Do you guys have Twitter? Because I have Twitter and I literally just sort of got it going again. I got it a few years ago to follow like celebrities and stuff, but I just never got into it. And then I sort of thought, if I'm making YouTube channels, if I'm making YouTube videos for my channel, it's probably a good idea that I have it. And I mean, I have like 12 followers. It's really embarrassing. So I don't know, if you guys have Twitter, I would really like it if you would follow me. I always post links to my videos there and let you guys know what's up. And yeah, but I just kind of feel like I'm talking to myself right now, so follow me on Twitter if you have Twitter. I'm gonna get onto concealing under my eyes. I recently got this LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory. Now this is way too, it's just not the right color to be an under eye concealer, but it's quite peachy, which is why I like it. And you can see how peachy that is. And I put it under my eye kind of like as a corrector before my actual concealer, and it works amazing. So if you're my skin color and you want an affordable color corrector, try Classic Ivory from the LA Girl Pro Conceal range. And I'm just gonna take that beauty blender. I always have to check that I don't have black on my hands because I always do, and I always get it on my beauty blender and then I'm blending my concealer and it's a hot mess. Also, if you're watching this video, I'd really like to know what part of the world you're from, so just leave me a comment below and let me know where you're from and say hi. I think that's one of the coolest things about YouTube is that you can have followers from literally anywhere in the world, and I just think that's awesome. So let me know where you're from. I'd love to know. I thought this concealer was going to be really thick, and it is quite thick, but it actually blends like so easily. I'm going to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Light, and I'm going to use that to conceal and highlight. I actually like having the brows done before I do my eye makeup because I find it just helps to kind of shape the eye makeup when you've got brows done already. It just kind of helps you to know how far to go and all of that. So now it's time to set under the eyes. I'm going to use that Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder again. It's just the bomb, you guys. And I'm going to just smooth out that concealer first, because you don't want to set it if you've already started to crease. You will literally play your whole makeup that day and you won't be having fun. So yeah, I'm gonna set my nose with a bit of powder. This is a really good tip if you have more of an oily nose, and I tell my friends to do this all the time. If they have oily skin, take about like that much powder on the beauty blender and literally press it into your nose. You could bake it, but I actually find just pressing it in like this more effective, and it really helps to hide pores as well, and it will literally lock your oils in all day. I'm really enjoying just sitting down and like chatting today, even though I'm not really saying much, but it's really fun. I was literally about to take a sip of my micellar water because I thought it was actual water, but it's not. I'm going to take my NARS All Day Luminous Powder Foundation in the shade Fiji, which by the way is darker than the actual She Glow shade Fiji. And I'm just going to press that into the outer perimeters of my face. Now I'm just going to finish the eyes quickly. I'm going to take the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Stomper. It's a dark brown. To highlight my inner corner, I'm going to take in the Spotlight from Makeup Geek. It's a beautiful, like, metallic, really light peach shade. Then under my eyes, I'm going to take a combination of Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek and that Tuscan Sun shade we used, and just run this under the eye with not too small of a brush because I want this to be kind of blown out. Yes, I love that color combination. And then with a really small brush, and I'm going to take Americano and I'm just going to press that into the lower lash line just at the outer corner. We need to add a little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. Okay, so that is the eye makeup done. I'm going to zoom you guys in real quick so you can have a little look. Zoom you in. Time to get some bronzer on this face because I'm feeling pale AF. I'm so sorry for using the same bronzer again, but it's just the one that works for me. Too Faced Milk Chocolate Bronzer. And then I'm going to contour a little bit with the original chocolate bronzer from Too Faced. I'm going to contour my nose quickly. I always like almost forget this step and it scares the hell out of me because I don't want to forget to contour my nose. I don't even like contour my nose like hardcore. Like I just do it very basically, but I just find that it makes such a difference. Now for the part I've been dying to put highlighter on. Today, going with this whole peachy theme, of course, I'm going to use Jeffree Star Peach Goddess. Can we take a second for this highlight? So beautiful. And I'm going to use my Zoeva, what is this? Luxe highlight brush. And here we go. So stunning. I find these highlighters work, well, I only have Peach Goddess, but I find that it works a lot better with a natural hairbrush. I've tried it with a synthetic brush and it didn't work as well, but with a natural hairbrush, shit. One highlight is just not enough. I recently got my hands on the Sleek Solstice palette, and just on the, I don't want to cover up Peach Goddess because I love the way it looks, but just like on the really high point, I'm going to take that really light peachy shade just there. I'm actually dying to use the purple shade in this palette too. See how it just added that little extra? So gorge. Bit on the Cupid's bow. It's so intense and so beautiful. If you live in Australia and you're like, where the hell do I get it? I got mine from crushcosmetics.com. I actually posted a photo of the palette with some swatches on my Instagram, and I linked the website where I got it. So if you want to know, go check it out. And for blush, I actually got this off the same website too, which is Milani Luminous. So I've heard so much about this, and this is like the brightest I go with blush. Don't want to go too ham, but I think the really peachiness and the slight brightness on the cheeks actually works really nice with this look. And I've been forgetting to do this in my recent tutorials, but I take the powder and get some on my brush, and I kind of just clean up under the contour. See how it just sharpens it? Okay, so I think it's time for the lip. And today I wanted to do this lip color from Kylie Cosmetics. It is Air, and I think it's pretty beautiful. I'm gonna line them with MAC Subculture lip pencil. So now that they're lined, I really need to put some lip balm on. And now to apply the beautiful Air. I'm going to show you up close if it's going to focus. It's like metallic, peachy. I don't know if it's picking up the metals because this one isn't super metallic. Oh, it's so gorgeous. This is a lot lighter of a lip color than I would normally pair, but I want to do something different. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the metallic shine is just making my lips look huge. But I know that after a little while, these do sink into fine lines, so just be aware of that. Of course, to finish the look, we need some setting spray. Get Real Urban Decay All Nighter. That actually feels so refreshing today because it's really hot in this room right now. So you guys, that is the finished makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you like more of these chatty videos or if you like voiceovers better. I'm more than happy to do a combination of both on my channel because I don't know, I get bored filming the same type of video all the time, but let me know what you prefer. And also please follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my channel. Come on guys, subscribe. Just kidding, you don't have to, but I would really appreciate it if you did. That means that every week when I upload every Friday in Australian time. You won't miss out on my videos because I'll just pop up in your subscription box. And also give this video some thumbs up because yeah, I would really appreciate it. So without further ado, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
You're the only friend I need. You're the only friend I need. Share beds like little kids. Share beds like little kids. And laugh until our ribs get tired. Laugh until our ribs get tired. But that will never be enough. But that will never be enough. You're the only friend I need. You're the only friend I need. Share beds like little kids. Share beds like little kids. And laugh until our ribs get tired.